Hi friends! I'm Laura the Unicorn and today we're going on a colorful adventure. We'll be learning about colors. Are you ready? Let's go! Red. Apple is red. Strawberries are red. Ladybug is red. A fire truck is red. Roses are red. Red apple. Red strawberries. Red ladybug. Red fire truck. Red roses. Great job! Are you having fun? Now, let's find another color.
Educational Kids YouTube channels featuring videos like Learn Colors with Laura, the Unicorn, the one you just watched, which I created from scratch, is racking millions of views on a daily basis and thereby generating revenue for the channel owners. According to Social Blade, this particular kids channel earns between $12,000 to $205,000 per month, with over 1 billion lifetime views. Look at the number of views this kid's video has been able to get, and it's similar to my Laura the Unicorn video. Isn't that amazing? Hello guys, welcome to Learn with Us. In this video, I'll walk you through a step-by-step process to create an engaging kids educational video using Canva. No complicated software needed, just creativity and the right tools. Kids educational content is in high demand, and creators are making money by providing fun and valuable lessons. Let's get started. First, I go on to ChatGPT to generate my script. I type in my prompt, making sure it's clear and detailed to get the best results. Here's exactly what I tell ChatGPT. I want you to generate a fun and engaging script for a kids' educational video. The theme is Learn Colors with Laura the Unicorn. The script should be simple, interactive, and exciting for young children. The main character, Laura the Unicorn, will guide the kids through different colors. Use a friendly and cheerful tone. Add interactive moments. Keep sentences short and playful. The script should introduce each color with 3 to 5 easy-to-recognize objects. ChatGPT then takes this prompt and generates a full script for me. This gives me a strong foundation to work with, and I can tweak any part to make it even better for my video. Now, this is the script that ChatGPT generated for me. As you can see, I didn't use it exactly as it was. I selected the parts I wanted, tweaked some sentences, and made it sound more natural. A great tip is to copy the text you want to keep and paste it into a document, either in Notepad or Google Docs. This way, you can refine it and structure your script before using it in the animation. This is Laura's intro, and from here, she will introduce each color one by one. The first color we are learning about is red. So I've selected simple and familiar red objects to help kids easily recognize them. I copied my list from my notepad and pasted it here. Here's what Laura will say for red. Apples are red, strawberries are red. To keep things consistent, I made sure to use plural forms where needed. So instead of strawberries red, I changed it to strawberries are red. To make the video more interactive, I included encouraging words and fun breaks to keep kids engaged. For example, after Laura introduces a color, she says, "Great job, are you having fun?" This is super important in kids' educational videos. You want to keep their attention, encourage participation, and make the learning process exciting. After the break, we smoothly transition into the next color by saying, "Now let's find another color." This flow keeps the video structured and engaging. Now that our script is ready, it's time to create the voiceover. For this, we'll use Clipchamp's text-to-speech feature. I've shown how to access Clipchamp in my previous videos, but I'll walk you through it again. Go to Google, search for Microsoft Clipchamp and log in. Click on text-to-speech. Choose a voice that fits the character's personality. For Laura the Unicorn, I used 2 different voices in the animation. Evelyn high pitch for Laura because I wanted her to sound like a child. Isabella high pitch for the learning sections. To adjust the tone and pitch, I selected Evelyn and increased the pitch to make her sound more childlike. For Isabella, I left the pitch at high to maintain a fun yet clear teacher-like tone. A quick tip, test out different voices before finalizing. You can preview them by adjusting the pitch settings and listening to how they sound. Once I was happy with both voices, I copied my script from Google Docs, pasted it into Clipchamp's text-to-speech tool, and let the AI generate the voiceover. And just like that, Laura the Unicorn is ready to teach kids about colors.
Hi friends! I'm Laura the Unicorn and today we're going on a colorful adventure. We'll be learning about colors.
On Clipchamp, the file downloads as an MP4 file, so you have to convert to an audio file. So I head over to Cloud Convert sites to use Cloud Convert to change the file to MP3. I don't need to sign in to use the Convert tool. Upload the MP4 file, select Convert to MP3, and download the final audio. For the lip sync animation process, upload Laura's voiceover file, select Happy Mouth animation, download the final animation with a white background or green screen. Alright, let's get started by preparing our characters for the animation. The first thing we need to do is search for cartoon characters in Canva's Elements section. Since this is a kids' educational video, we'll also select kid-friendly backgrounds, add props, and include educational elements that match our script. In our script, our main character is Laura the Unicorn, so we need to find her first. Go to Elements, click See All, scroll to find a unicorn, tap on the unicorn to add it to the scene, adjust size and position. Here she is, Laura the Unicorn. In this scene, Laura the Unicorn will be doing a brief introduction. To make her look like she's actually talking, I used a simple lip sync animation trick. Here's how I did it. I added a semicircle shape over her mouth, color matched to her face, inserted the pre-animated mouth I created in Adobe Express, so I had to upload it back into Canva. Then I positioned and resized the mouth to fit naturally on her face. If you want a detailed breakdown on how to make a cartoon character talk, I have a full tutorial on my channel. Check it out. I'll link it somewhere here. Now that we have her, let's get into details of how I created each scene. For our first scene, I wanted a fun, colorful introduction where Laura the Unicorn tells kids what they will be learning. I had to explore different options before choosing the final one. To find a suitable background, go to Elements, search Purple Kids background, click Photos. You see different options. Choose one that fits your scene. Set the image as the background. I also tested Purple cartoon background and Kids cartoon background to explore different styles. For scene 1, the keyword for my choice background is Purple Kawaii background. For the same scene 1, I wanted a colorful B-roll clip to add where Laura the Unicorn mentions colors in her introduction. To achieve this, I searched for rainbow in Canva's videos section. There were many rainbow video options, but this one stood out for me. I tapped on it and added it as our first scene's B-roll clip. Now, since Laura will be introducing the fact that she's teaching colors, I adjusted the timing of this clip to match her dialogue. This scene will act as an overlay while keeping the first background. For the rainbow B-roll, I used a gradient transition with a circular motion effect on enter. The transition type is gradient circular, the direction is on enter, which makes it appear gradually with a smooth gradient effect. This makes the rainbow background fade in beautifully, adding a soft and magical transition to the scene. For the next scene, which is scene 2, I explored several background options. I found a purple bust background that I liked because it has a soft lilac hue instead of pure white. In the intro screen, I made sure the text line colors with Laura stood out by coloring each letter differently to match the theme. I selected bright, vibrant colors from the color palette to make it visually engaging for kids. This small detail adds excitement and reinforces the idea of learning through colors. Now that the intro is set, it's time to introduce our first color, red, in scene 3. For this, I searched for abstract shapes in Canva's Elements section. I found a blob-like abstract shape, which I then recolored to a vibrant red using the color picker tool. To make the red background more dynamic, I increased its size to fill the entire screen. Applied the baseline animation to smoothly transition it. Adjusted the speed so it appears naturally on screen. Next, I added the text red using the Shriek Hand font, a fun playful font that fits the theme. I changed the text color to white so it stands out against the red background. For animation, I used the burst effect on the text to make it pop on screen. Then I adjusted the timing so that red appears just before the red items are introduced. For scene 4, I start by duplicating scene 3, then I scale down the abstract element and use the rotate tool to adjust its angle to my preference. Next, I remove the baseline animation since I'll be applying a scene transition between pages 3 and 4. The transition I'm using is match and move, which seamlessly animates the abstract element between both scenes, creating a smooth and dynamic effect. Now it's time to introduce the red objects. I searched for red apple under Element, went onto Photos and made sure to select an image rather than a graphic. Why? Because Canva allows you to animate images using its new sketch animation feature, which I wanted to apply. For each object, I added the name underneath, used the sketch animation for a playful touch, adjusted timing so each object appears with a voiceover. The first object is apple. The text apple appears just before the image shows up, using the burst animation to keep consistency with the red text. I repeated this for strawberries, ladybug, fire truck, and roses. I removed the background from certain elements to keep the visuals clean and seamless. For example, the ladybug, it originally had a white background, so I used Canva background remover to eliminate it. Same as fire truck. Now, all the objects are set up properly. Now, moving to the fifth scene, I duplicated scene 4 since we already have the objects in place. The goal for this scene is to reduce the size of the objects and introduce them one by one while keeping proper positioning and timing. Each object will now be displayed individually in sequence. Also, each object will now stay longer on screen compared to the last scene. Instead of disappearing quickly, they will be extended so all objects disappear together by the end of the sequence. I then resized the elements. Note that at this stage, I have not yet added the voiceover. The voiceover will be inserted during the sound designing phase, where I will fine-tune the timing of each object to match the narration. Now that all elements are set, let's focus on Laura the unicorn. I went on to copy Laura from a previous scene and placed her on scene 4 and 5. Since Laura is not speaking in this scene, I need to remove her talking animation and replace it with a smiling expression. To achieve that, I ungroup Laura's element, that is the body, mouth, and cover. I go on to Elements, search Mouth Smiling. I select a suitable smile that fits Laura's face. I resize and position the new mouth to look natural. I regroup Laura with the new mouth so that she moves as one unit. Now to animate Laura's movement, I click position to align Laura properly. I apply a custom bounce animation to Laura so she looks happy and energetic. I adjust the bounce effect to gradually slow down instead of stopping suddenly. Then I go on to duplicate Laura and copy and paste into the scene 5. I adjust the position and then check the custom bouncing animation to ensure smooth movement. Now we've reached the 6th and final scene, where Laura engages with the kids. Since we already used the rainbow background in the first scene, we'll simply copy and paste it here. Go to scene 1, select the background, press Ctrl+C or use the copy button in the position menu. Paste it on the final scene and adjust if needed. Next, I bring Laura the unicorn into the scene. Laura is talking in this scene, so I had added her animated lip-synced version. I've already explained how to make a talking character, so if you missed it, be sure to check out my tutorial on how to lip-sync an animated character. Now I'm making sure all scene transitions are in place to keep the video smooth. Between scenes 1 and 2, I use the color wipe transition. As you can see, the colors automatically match the text colors on scene 2 and the transition direction is left. Between scenes 2 and 3, I use the dissolve transition. Between 3 and 4, I use the match and move. And also between 4 and 5, I use the match and move transition. Between scenes 5 and 6, I use the circle wipe inward direction to create a fun closing effect. Note that you have to adjust the duration of your transition to control the speed and to sync well with the scenes. And then I check the show timing options to make sure Laura's words are fully heard. Since Laura's animated mouth cover and character were grouped together, I had to adjust their timing separately to keep everything synced. Trim the voiceover properly to avoid cutting off Laura's words. After setting up Laura and refining the object, I played the scene to ensure everything looks smooth and engaging. You can see that Laura is bouncing happily, matching the theme. The red objects appear one by one in sync. Backgrounds are clean and after removing unnecessary white spaces. Here, I have added all my audio files to the editing timeline. This includes the teacher's voiceover, soundtracks, and audio effects. To add your voiceover in Canva, just click on Uploads and add it from your downloaded files on your computer. Remember the files you converted from MP4 to MP3. That's the file type you will be uploading into Canva. To add music, go to Canva's audio section, where you'll find a variety of soundtracks to enhance your video. As you can see, I used multiple soundtracks, which includes music and sound effects. I had to test and search for the right ones to match different moments in the video. For the intro music, I used Baptist, which I found by searching Kid's Song in the audio section. It's a fun, engaging track that fits perfectly with the playful tone of the video. For scene transitions, I used Bubble Blip. This sound is great for scene changes to keep the video dynamic and engaging. For the rainbow scene, I introduced a cymbal harp sound. When the rainbow clip appears in the first scene, I searched harp and found cymbal harp, which matched the magical feel of the moment. And for revealing animation, I used the sound effect xylophone run. This sound was used when the sketch animation reveals the apple. This sound effect adds a sense of discovery. And for the background music in other clips, other than the intro clip, I used Saturday Afternoon, a happy, silly, and energetic kids track that keeps the video upbeat. To make the sounds fit seamlessly, I had to do some sound engineering. To adjust the volume levels, I lowered background music so Laura's voice remains clear. To trim and sync sounds, I ensured each sound effect plays at the right moment. I used fade-in fade-out effects to create smooth audio transitions. You can see all the adjustments I made to achieve perfect timing in each scene. For example, when Laura says apple is red, the xylophone run plays as the apple is revealed. Strawberries are red, the same effect used for consistency. Then during the color transition, I used the bubble blip effect again to match the circle wipe animation. While Canva does offer some free soundtracks, most of the high quality music and effects are only available on Pro. Many of the elements I used, like premium images, animations and music, are marked Pro, shown with a crown icon. You can still find some good free assets, but Pro gives you the best selection for high quality videos. So if you want to take your content creation seriously, I highly recommend upgrading to Canva Pro to unlock premium elements, music and effects. Now that all transitions, animations and audio tweaks are done, Laura the Unicorn is ready to end the video on a high note. Be sure to download your video in 4K format for highest quality. And that's it. You've just learned how to create a fun and educational kids video using Canva, Adobe Express and Clipchamp. Now it's time for you to create your own. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss my next tutorial. Check out my next video where I show you even more cool animation tricks. See you in the next video.